Do you remember that moment when something inside you whispered, "Time isn't moving forward, it's folding around my awareness"? If you haven't seen the first part of this journey, Time Has Never Existed, pause and watch that one first. Because that's where the first door opened, where perception began to step outside the limits of linear time. And maybe as that video ended, a question began echoing inside you. If time doesn't really move, then what happens? When I change right now, could it be that the past changes too? The answer, one that has stunned even the brightest scientific minds, is yes. In the quantum world, there's a phenomenon called retrocausality, where a choice made in the present can influence how a particle behaved in the past. It sounds like science fiction, but this isn't fantasy. It's physics. Multiple experiments have already confirmed it. A decision made after an event can still alter the result that was recorded before. And if that's true for subatomic particles, what does that mean for us? For our memories, our emotions, our choices? Imagine watching the movie reel of your life. Each time you remember, you're not just recalling. You're lighting up one single frame from billions already printed in possibility. And when you look at that frame through a new frequency, gratitude instead of pain, compassion instead of guilt, the frame shifts. A different version of the past activates. Because in quantum reality, the past isn't fixed. It isn't carved in stone. It's fluid, responsive. A mirror reflecting the vibration you're sending right now. Change your frequency, and the past reshapes itself, not only inside your memory, but within the energy field that creates your life. So healing was never about leaving the past behind. It's about meeting it again, as a new version of yourself. Each time you do, you send light to your former self, allowing it to release and rise with you. In this transmission, you'll see how the present moment can truly rewrite the past, not through belief or imagination, but through the mechanics of consciousness itself. Through experiments that prove awareness can ripple backward through time. You'll begin to realize why every painful memory isn't a life sentence, but an energetic doorway waiting for you to walk through it with a new vibration. And when you understand this, you'll stop asking, "When will I be free?" Because freedom isn't waiting ahead of you. It's being rewritten right here, right now. Part 2. When the present changes the past. Imagine standing inside a giant movie theater, the theater of your own life. On the screen, every moment you've ever lived is playing. Every memory, every choice, every heartbeat frozen in light. You've always believed that film was finished, that once it was shot, nothing could change. But what quantum physics reveals might turn that belief upside down. In the smallest world we can measure, there's a strange paradox called retrocausality, reverse causation. It shows that a decision made now can influence what happened then. Sounds impossible, right? But this isn't just philosophy. It's proven experiment. Let's go back to one of the most famous tests in science, the double-slit experiment, when scientists fired single particles of light through two narrow slits and no one was observing. The particles acted like waves, spread out, passed through both slits at once, and created a beautiful pattern of interference on the wall, as if each particle existed in many versions of itself, exploring every possibility simultaneously. But when a person observed the experiment, the wave disappeared. The particle chose one slit to go through. as if the very act of looking collapsed its freedom into one reality. Just the simple act of being watched changed the outcome of reality itself. Later, scientists took it even further with what's called the delayed choice experiment. This time, they decided after the particle had already passed the slits whether or not to observe it. And what they found was almost unbelievable. The particle seemed to know in advance that it would be observed in the future, and it changed how it behaved in the past. This is retrocausality. And if this is true for light, what does it say about human consciousness? About memories, emotions, choices? Reality might not be a fixed sequence of events. It may be more like a quantum film archive, where every possible version of the past, present, and future already exists on countless reels. Each time you recall a memory, you project light onto one specific frame. And the vibration you bring, whether it's sorrow or gratitude, decides which version lights up. When your energy changes, your past changes. Not just in your mind, but in the energetic field that shapes your world. That's why true healing isn't about running away from what happened. It's about returning to it, not as the broken one, but as the self who's finally ready to bring light to the part that was left in the dark. Each time you do, you send a current of energy back through time, freeing the version of you that once felt trapped there. And as it releases, your whole timeline lifts to a new vibration. Albert Einstein once said, "The separation between past, present, and future is only a stubborn illusion." Now, quantum physics is proving that illusion to be true. When you change your state of consciousness now, you're not just altering the future, you're sending ripples into the energetic past, restructuring the memory itself. Pain becomes a doorway, not a prison. A chance to rewrite the emotional code of your story. Try this for a moment. Bring to mind something that once hurt you. Don't push it away. Look at it with softer eyes. Feel gratitude, even if it's faint, for the lesson that came wrapped inside it. Notice how it feels lighter, almost as if a new ending is being written. That shift you just felt? That's not imagination. That's quantum feedback. The universe responding to your new signal. Because the universe doesn't record time, it mirrors frequency. And the frequency you hold right now is what rewrites your entire story. Even the chapters you thought were already over. So stop running from the past. Every time you resist it, you feed it energy. Turn around. Look at it with new light. That's not remembering, that's recreating. And in that single shift of perspective, you don't just change your history, you change your timeline. Retrocausality isn't theory, it's experience. Every emotion you choose, every thought you hold, every action you take is sending a signal through time, reshaping what was and what's yet to come. In the next part, we'll step even deeper into the timeless quantum field, where all possibilities already exist at once. You'll see that the future isn't coming to meet you. You're tuning into it, right here, in the now. Part 3. The timeless quantum field. Everything is happening at once. Have you ever felt a moment of déjà vu? That strange flash when something feels oddly familiar, like you've already lived this exact scene before. It might not be coincidence. It might be your consciousness brushing against the real map of time. A space where everything that has ever happened and everything that will happen is unfolding all at once. We were taught to see time as a straight line, the past behind us, the future ahead, and the present as a fragile dot slowly moving forward. But in the quantum field, before and after don't exist. There is no forward, no backward, only now, a vast ocean of potential where infinite realities vibrate side by side. Physicists like John Wheeler and David Bohm called it the unified field, the invisible foundation where every particle, every thought, every possible version of reality exists in a state of superposition, meaning it hasn't chosen a form yet. It's pure potential, waiting for observation. Reality only collapses the moment someone looks. Consciousness is the key that brings it into focus. Picture your awareness as a flashlight in infinite darkness. In front of you are countless frames of existence, each one a different possibility of your life. In one frame, you're peaceful. In another, you're afraid. In another, you're already living the life your heart keeps dreaming about. And the beam of your attention, your focus, decides which frame lights up. Every time you shine that light on a new possibility, the universe immediately rearranges itself around that choice. Not because you created it, but because you selected it from an ocean of realities that already exist. We think time is a river flowing past us. But it's not time that moves, it's us. Our consciousness swims through layers of energy. Each emotion, each thought, each choice shifting us into a different timeline. So, the future isn't coming toward you, and the past isn't fading away. They both coexist in the same field. You're simply tuning into one frequency at a time. Einstein said it best. For the universe, the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubborn illusion. Time doesn't flow around you. It unfolds from within you, like a glowing sphere of possibilities. You're standing at the center. Turn your attention left and you witness the past. Turn right and you glimpse the future. The sphere never stopped spinning. You simply forgot that you could turn your gaze. In classical physics, we think reality is happening. But in quantum physics, reality is chosen. Every observation, every thought, every feeling is like shining a projector light through one frame of film. All the frames exist, but only the one you illuminate becomes your world. Once you understand this, you see that linear time is a survival tool, not ultimate truth. Your brain organizes experience into a timeline because infinity would overwhelm it. But your deeper consciousness, the part of you made of awareness and energy, isn't limited that way. It lives in the timeless field where everything is happening simultaneously. Maybe you've already experienced this without realizing it. You wake up one morning, and a memory that once felt heavy suddenly feels light. The pain has dissolved, even though you didn't work on it. You didn't imagine it. You simply shifted timelines. You tuned into a version of reality where that lesson was already learned, and the wound no longer needed to exist. When you understand the quantum field is timeless, you begin living in what mystics call the expanded now, a present moment that stretches beyond clocks and calendars. It's not the thin slice of right this second. It's a vast doorway to every possible reality. In this state, you stop waiting for the future to come. You realize the future is already here, existing at a different vibration. You don't need to chase it. You just shift your frequency until you match the version that already has what you seek. Everything you've ever wanted, peace, love, freedom, abundance, is encoded in this field. It's not hiding. It's simply waiting for you to remember its signal. And in the next part, we'll explore exactly how that signal works, the mechanics of coherence, and why both science and spirituality agree on this truth. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Get ready, because the frequency you hold is what decides the timeline you live. Part 4. The mechanics of desire. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Now that you understand, in the quantum field all possibilities already exist. The question isn't how to create, it's how to choose. But how do you choose? Not by force, not by begging, not by saying, "I want." You choose through your vibration. The quantum field doesn't speak English. It doesn't respond to words. It responds to frequency. That frequency isn't in your voice. It lives in your emotions, in your body chemistry, in the rhythm of your heartbeat. If your inner world is vibrating with lack, the universe will keep giving you situations that let you feel more lack. But when you live in gratitude, peace, and trust, the field mirrors that back to you in the form of experiences that match that same energy. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. This isn't blind belief, it's pure mechanics. Both neuroscience and quantum physics point to the same truth. Your brain has two key centers. The neocortex, which handles logic and language, it understands time. The limbic system, which handles emotion, and it doesn't know time at all. Emotions don't care about past or future. When you feel gratitude for something that hasn't happened yet, your brain doesn't wait to confirm it. It believes it's real now. Your body begins to shift instantly. Hormones, heart rhythm, and electromagnetic fields all start aligning with that new experience. This is what scientists call coherence, when the brain, heart, and body are in sync. When you reach coherence, your energy becomes clear. Your signal becomes strong. And the quantum field can't help but respond. Neville Goddard said it simply decades ago. Feel it real. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Not by forcing imagination, but by truly feeling in every cell that it has already happened. Because in the quantum field, what is felt is. So when you say, "I want freedom," but deep down you're vibrating with fear, the universe doesn't hear freedom. It hears fear. And it sends you more experiences that confirm that vibration. But when you say, "I know I am free," and your breath relaxes, your chest opens, your whole body softens into that truth. The field reorganizes itself instantly to match that signal. Not by magic, by resonance. Think of the field as a vast ocean of water, and you are a tuning fork dropped into it. The clearer your tone, the stronger the echo. If your tone is distorted, mixed with doubt, fear, or rush, the echo comes back distorted. But when your thought and emotion hum in the same key, the echo amplifies and reality reshapes around it. That's why coherence, the harmony between thought and feeling, is the real secret to manifestation. When your mind says yes and your heart says yes, the signal cuts through noise like a laser beam. The universe doesn't need time to catch up. It only needs clarity. Science even has a name for this: bioresonance. Studies show that when you hold emotions like love, gratitude, and joy, your body releases chemicals like oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine. Your immune system strengthens. Your brain becomes more creative. Your heart rhythm smooths out. And the electromagnetic field around your body expands for several feet. That's not positive thinking. That's biology. Every true manifestation practice is built on one principle: change your inner frequency, and reality changes with it. That's why you can visualize endlessly, but if inside you still doubt, you're sending the signal, "I don't have it." And the quantum field, which only mirrors truth, replies, "Yes, you don't." So manifestation isn't about pulling something toward you. It's about becoming the version of you who already has it, merging with that frequency, and letting the field handle the rest. In the moment you truly feel it, a subtle current moves through your body. Your cells remember. That's the first sign. A new timeline has already begun to collapse into form. Part 5. The power of attention. How focus controls timelines. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, where has your attention really been today? On the people you worry about? On the future that scares you? On the memories you wish you could forget? Or on the possibilities you haven't yet dared to believe? Because wherever your inner gaze rests, that's exactly where your energy is flowing. Quantum physics calls this the observer effect. Particles exist in a state of pure potential, a cloud of all possibilities, until someone observes them. The instant observation happens, the wave collapses into one reality. In simple words, attention doesn't just see reality, attention creates it. And this doesn't only apply to particles, it applies to your life. Every time you retell an old story, replay an argument, or think about a fear of not being enough, you're shining the light of your attention onto the same old slice of reality and bringing it back to life again. You think you're remembering, but you're actually recreating. The quantum field is a mirror. It doesn't judge, it doesn't punish or reward. It simply reflects the quality of the energy you send out. Focus on lack. You'll live inside lack. Focus on flow. Life will start to mirror flow. The universe doesn't respond to requests. It responds to the vibration of your focus. Imagine your attention as a laser beam in a dark room filled with thousands of doors. Each door leads to a different timeline. One marked scarcity, another peace, another creativity and freedom. You hold the laser in your hands. Where you point it, the door opens. But here's the thing. Most people don't realize they're holding that laser. They let it flicker everywhere. On fear, on gossip, on noise, on the endless scroll of distractions. And then wonder why life feels chaotic. The truth is, you never lost the power to create reality. You just gave your attention to things that don't deserve it. When you pull your light back inward, when you focus on your breath, your heartbeat, that gentle rhythm inside your chest, you take back command of your energy. Because where attention goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, creation begins. HeartMath Institute has proven this scientifically. The human heart generates an electromagnetic field over 60 times stronger than the brain. When you direct your attention to it, when heart and mind sync in coherence, your body becomes a broadcasting tower. Your thoughts send electrical signals, Your emotions send magnetic waves. Together, they form a clear message that the quantum field cannot ignore. That means you don't have to force reality to change. You simply redirect your attention, and the field rearranges itself. Not slowly, not someday. But the moment you shift your focus from I don't have to I already have, from I'm trying to I am, that single change of focus is enough to select a new timeline. But here's the subtle part few people mention. Weak attention is attention without emotion. You can say, I want peace in your head, but if your heart is still beating in fear, the signal is fuzzy. The field doesn't know what you think. It only knows what you feel. So feel it. Let your whole body participate in what you focus on. When the light of your attention is powered by the heart, it pierces through every layer of reality. Try it now. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath. Feel it move through your chest. Ask yourself quietly, which timeline am I feeding with my attention today? If the answer is, I'm still feeding fear, remember, you can change it. No battle required. Just aim your light somewhere new. The universe isn't judging you. It's simply waiting for direction. And the moment you remember this power, another door opens. Not in the future, but right here, inside your focus. Because attention is the remote control of timelines. It's the most powerful tool your soul was ever given. You are not a victim of reality. You are the one choosing the frame, moment by moment. If this resonates in your heart, say it out loud or comment it below. My attention directs my timeline. That's not just an affirmation, it's a signal, marking the moment you step back into the seat of the Creator. And in the next part, you'll learn how to do more than direct the timeline. You'll become it. The art of embodiment, living as the version of you who already exists. Right now. Part 6, Embodiment and Integration. Becoming the frequency itself. We've arrived at the deepest part of this journey, the point where every idea, every piece of science, and every insight about timelines all collapse into one truth. You must become the frequency itself. One of the biggest misunderstandings in the world of manifestation is this belief. First, I'll see it, then I'll believe it. But the universe works the other way around. It doesn't reflect what you're waiting for. It reflects what you already are. In the quantum field, time doesn't bring change. Frequency does. You don't wait to step into your future. You become the version of you who's already living there. When that realization lands, you stop wanting and you start living as if it's already done. Not pretending, not acting, but merging with the energy of the completed version of you. Every breath, every word, every movement carries that signal. Neville Goddard called it living in the end, living as if the wish were already fulfilled. Not dreaming it, but embodying it. Modern neuroscience confirms the same thing. Every emotion you feel, even imagined, creates a real chemical reaction in your body. Cortisol when you fear, adrenaline when you stress, oxytocin when you love. Those chemicals don't just shift mood, they rewire your biology. They mark your cells with energetic patterns that the quantum field listens to like music. Over time, those emotional patterns become habits, vibrational fingerprints of the reality you live in. So when you change your emotions, you're not faking it. You're literally changing the language you use to communicate with the universe. Feel gratitude before it happens, and your brain and heart sync up, creating a clear signal the field can instantly mirror. This isn't tricking the mind. It's reprogramming your biology. Because when you sustain the emotion of your future self long enough, your brain starts to recognize, this is who I am now. Old neural pathways dissolve, new ones form, and your entire energy grid adjusts to that new identity. But here's the truth few people want to hear. Embodiment isn't comfortable. The old self resists. The ego says, this isn't real. Your body misses the familiar chemistry of fear or control. And that's the crossroads, where you must decide who drives your life, memory or consciousness. Every time you choose presence over reaction, trust over anxiety, peace over control, you're breaking an old neural loop and stepping into a new timeline. Each choice is a micro jump, and all those small jumps together create an entirely new life. So pause for a second. Breathe in deeply. Feel the air move through your chest. And as you exhale, let go of the need to control the outcome. Because in that release, the new timeline has permission to collapse into form. Now imagine this. Somewhere, in this very moment, there's a version of you already living the life you've dreamed of. Not years ahead, right here in this same field, just vibrating on a slightly higher frequency. That version is breathing with you, waiting for you to tune in. Take a breath. Whisper quietly, I am living in the timeline I choose. Exhale. Feel the energy ripple through your body. That's where integration begins. Embodiment isn't about trying to believe. It's the art of remembering. Remembering that you were never separate from your highest self. You're simply adjusting the dial to hear their frequency again. And once you hear it, the universe hears you. When you live from that state, everything starts aligning effortlessly. People, opportunities, synchronicities, they fall into place like pieces of a quantum puzzle. Because you're no longer searching, you're broadcasting. And perhaps the most profound realization of all is this. When you change, you don't just change yourself, you change the collective field. Every time you choose coherence, the space around you becomes easier for others to awaken in. You leave behind a vibrational path, a signal that says, it's possible. So don't think of this as just another video. This is an initiation, an energy transmission that found you at the exact moment you were ready. You're not learning something new. You're remembering something ancient your soul always knew. If this touched your heart, whisper it, write it, or comment it below. I am living in the timeline I choose. That is not just affirmation, it is declaration. A signal to the field that a soul has remembered itself. And in the next chapter of this journey, we'll explore what happens when many awakened minds synchronize, and how a single coherent collective can alter the vibration of an entire planet. Because this journey isn't ending, it's only beginning.